I had it pointed out to me just before I came on stage, the image on the far side of the tapestry. And so if I see a lot of tweets about the horse's ass on stage, I'm going to assume you're talking about that picture. So speaking of pictures, I'd like everybody to take, I expect a lot of you spend a lot of your time looking at things like this all day. What you see on screen, right? We probably look at this all the time. But take a deep look at it for a second. What's going on this page? Right? We've got natural search. We've got paid search. We've got maps. We've got ratings. We've got prices. We have social integration. Think about this for a second. At your company, whose job is this? I don't mean the pieces. I mean the whole of it. Whose job is this, right? When we look at Google, we see the same thing. We see natural results. We see paid results. We see maps. We see images. We see ratings and reviews. And we've got prices again. When we think about the OTAs, you got natural results. You've got paid results. You've got images. You've got maps. You've got ratings. Whose job is this in your company, right? Not the pieces, the entirety of it. And of course, we got prices. This is social. This is the new Google Plus Places page. Just came out last week. I'm sure many of you have seen it. I'm sure some of you have not, right? But you all know Google Places. Well, now this is Google Places moved into Google Plus. But they've done quite a lot in terms of integrating social, in terms of integrating ratings. So you wondered what they were going to do with Zagat. This is Zagat in there now. I never know how to pronounce that much. We've got ratings, reviews from customers. We've got maps. We've got imagery. And we've got prices. And now we get into this deeply immersive experience where you can walk around the square, right? See this experience it firsthand, which customers want to do. Customers love to enjoy that travel experience before they travel. So we've got these rich imagery. We've got paid search results. We've got ratings. We've got reviews. We've got prices. Whose job is this? Right? If you look at the sites visited across all e-commerce before people make a purchase decision, it is up to about 12, okay, across all of e-commerce. People visit 12 sites before they make a purchase decision. It's gone up about 100% in the last year, right? That's all e-commerce. Travel, it's actually significantly higher. It's now 22, up from about 17 a couple of years ago. And I would put it to you, the people in this room, that the reason that people spend so much time doing this, the reason that they look in so many places is because we're worried about the pieces and we're not worried about the whole. Right? Think about whose job this is to answer the customer's question. Think about whose job this is to solve for the customer's problem. Think about whose job this is to actually solve the customer's questions and get them to actually purchase. Because the risk we run as people involved in hotel distribution, as people involved in selling, right, is not that the customer will buy from our competitor. It's that the customer will choose not to buy at all. They will just keep looking. From an environment, right, we've been promised for years, right, to put the right price in front of the right customer in the right channel at the right time. And so instead, since we haven't actually done that, instead, what we've done is put every price in front of every customer in every channel at every time. Right? This is how important it is to customers. Here's a product that customers cannot legally buy in some parts of the world. And so they've taken it upon themselves to say, let's find out what the prices are of this and where can I get this, right? I love this. This is my favorite part, by the way. Law enforcement and social acceptance. That's how much people care. They can't legally buy this, and they're creating the data. They've become their own distribution resource. Well, I suppose in weed, they've been distribution resource for years, but I'm also not going to tell you how I found this site. But that's what's going on, right? People care a lot. They want the answer to the question. And so when somebody says, well, that's not my job, that's marketing's job, or that's revenue management's job, or that's somebody else's job, the customer says, the hell with it, I'll do it myself. Work together on this. That's whose job it is, right? It is all your job to work together. To say, we're thinking about the big picture. We're thinking about how to answer those two questions for our customers. We're thinking about how to make those work, right? And it doesn't matter whether you're talking about central res or GDS or voice or website or third party or mobile apps or mobile web or anything that comes in the future. You've got to work together on this. Because the future is where a lot of this is going to happen, right? We don't know what is going to be the next marketing channel and what is going to be the next distribution channel the minute they add a button to buy or the minute they give you a link to click through to buy. So it's got to work together. That's whose job it is, and that is the job. So in leaving you, think about this. When you think about whose job it is, right, you want to answer two questions. Am I going to enjoy it when I get there? And why should I buy from you? And that is your job. I'd very much like to thank HEDNA and all of you for your time. And I hope you have a great conference while you're here and spend your time thinking about solving for that job. All right. Thank you all very much.